Dude, I just noticed there's bird shit on my backpack. Is there bird shit on me? I feel like a bird just had a vendetta on me, dude. Or on my bag. What the fuck? Yeah, that looks okay. Alrighty. Okay, alright, let me reset this thing. I got a ton of messages talking about me solving this thing on camera, or that I moved the stickers, or that I bought it this way and it was solved already. Whatever. By a ton of messages, I mean 3 people hit me up. Alright, here you go. Alright. Happy? I don't know. Can you see it? Whatever. I guess that's gonna be today's video. Me talking and trying to solve this thing at the same time. Honestly, the talking part is the most complicated part. I actually forgot how to do this, so I had to like relearn. It's really not that hard. You just got to get the they call them algorithms. You just got to figure those out for the different phases, and then you're pretty much good to go. All right, so there, bottom part solved. This row is solved. What do I got to do now? Oh yeah, I remember. See, look, I can't even talk while I'm doing this. That's hilarious. What do I got to do now? Oh yeah, I got to get the. Oh yeah, I remember. Man, this is gonna be the fucking most miserable video to watch ever. Alright, we're done. I'm not like a speed solver. I don't know how you do all that. Not that good, but hey, I can solve one. In one of my videos that I put up recently, I say this: going to a public place and setting up a camera or your phone on a tripod and pointing at yourself and hitting record and doing anything in front of it, it's not easy to do. It's not easy. It feels awkward. I got 2 comments on this YouTube short, and they're both oddly similar. And I mean, what I got from the context of the comments was, to go out there and film yourself in public is easy. The hard part is making it interesting. I think in theory, doing this kind of stuff seems easy. We watch tons of people's content who do this. I mean, at this point in time, it's not rare to bump into somebody out there, an influencer in the wild, if you will, and see somebody filming themselves making content or dancing for TikTok videos or whatever. Like, it's not uncommon to see that out in public now. So I guess it would seem like this is easy to do. I don't really agree with that. At least not for me. Not easy for me. It's gotten easier because I've been doing it more and more, but it's still not easy. Like, I have been trying to do things like this for at least a year, I think longer. And it's so funny because all the times before I actually started doing it and actually going and setting up the camera, hitting record in public, all the times before that where I had it in my head I was gonna go and do that, every single time I would hype myself up so much. I get so gung-ho about it. And then, like, you know, I have the place I want to go do it in mind. And then I swear to God, the closer and closer I would get to the location, as I would get closer, my anxiety levels would get higher. And then I would just start making excuses and then talk myself out of doing it. Every single time, I'm not even kidding. And the funny thing is, I still do it. Even before this. I was like, I should just go home. But then right before I was about to drive past this park, I made a hard turn. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go do it. So I'm still making those excuses in my head. It's just now I'm countering that by I'm countering the excuses of why I shouldn't do it with excuses as to why I should do it. And then those are taking control. So I'm like trying to talk myself out of it, but then like basically I let action take control versus the anxiety of why I shouldn't do it. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense, but whatever. That is what it is. And I'm saying that as somebody who I'm on, whatever, this is probably gonna be like the 9th video or so that I put on YouTube that's like this. It's still not fucking easy. So I don't know, for somebody to just say like, oh, that part's easy, the hard part's making it interesting. I don't really agree with the easy part. I also don't agree with the interesting part either, because in my opinion, as the person making this video and creating this content, if you will, I have no control over what anybody finds interesting. And I mean, I can try to influence that, and that's the thing. I think we oftentimes we mistake control and influence, because you cannot control anything. We could barely control our own shit. We could barely control our own thoughts and actions. Some of us can't almost at all, you know? So I cannot determine whether or not somebody finds this shit interesting. But the thing I can control is just going out and fucking doing it. And you can use your influence to try to make somebody interested in something, which is something that I'm not trying to do. Like, I'm giving you the raw, uncut, like, unfiltered. I'll say unfiltered. It's not uncut, because I am editing this shit. But not by much. I'm just taking out the long gaps between me getting through my thought process and then, like, repeating myself a bunch of times. Those are the things I'm cutting out. But other than that, it's just like, I'm not trying to make this interesting. Put it that way. I'm literally making these in the least interesting way possible. And if somebody watches it and they do find it interesting, then, like, that is who this is intended for. It's not intended to make a bunch of people interested in things I have to think about and say, and my ideas and opinions. I guess it's that whole mentality about, like, marketing and branding is like, if you're trying to speak to everyone, you end up speaking to no one. I'm not trying to speak to everyone. So is it easy? I don't think so. Just because you see a bunch of other people doing it and the theory of it is easy does not mean that execution is easy. Is it hard to make it interesting? I think it's only hard because you try too hard. Don't try to make it interesting. Just try to be your fucking self. It's like meeting new people. And this is something we fuck up all the time. We meet new people and then we try really hard to fit nice and neatly into the box that we think we need to fit in for them to, like, accept us instead of just being ourselves. So, like, if you're trying to fit into a box just so somebody will find you interesting and accept you, then are you even really being your most authentic version of yourself? No. It's a simple no. So why do we feel the need to do that when we put videos or content of ourselves on the internet? Like, life's not perfect. We're not perfect. We're not meant to get along with everyone, which is something I learned later on in my life. But we're not meant to be compatible with everybody. And honestly, the sooner you figure that out and the earlier on that you implement that attitude, I think the more peaceful of a life you'll probably end up living. Now, just because we're not compatible with everybody and we're not meant to get along with everyone does not give anyone the right to be rude and obnoxious and an asshole to anybody. I'm not saying that. I think it just means, like, go out there, be yourself, and the people you are meant to vibe with, you'll find them instead of trying to force yourself to be interesting in their eyes. Like, we're all experiencing this journey of life differently. It's honestly the most unique thing about you or me and the next person is the journey and the story of our lives. I mean, I honestly, I think that might be the only distinct difference between all of us. Objectively different is the way we're all experiencing this bizarre thing called life. So just share your perspective, share your experiences, and maybe somebody will find it interesting. Maybe they won't, but who fucking cares? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. That's it for today, I guess. If you think that I shoot these videos in big batches because you see me wearing the same things, wrong. I just wear the same things every day. I have like 5 outfits that I rotate throughout the week, and I love it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got for now. Till the next one. Ahoy ho. Shoots.